Hi, my name is Miss Pam, and I'm from Building Blocks Child Development Center here in Spencer, West Virginia. And I have a really cool little book to read for you today and a project to do. Our book is called Do Not Lick This Book. It is a really cute book. And down here it says, it's full of germs. Now look at that. What do you suppose that is? It looks like green spaghetti. Kind of what it looks like. Green spaghetti. Do not lick this book. It's full of germs. See the little guy way over there. This is Min. Min is a microbe. She's very small. Very small. Can you see this dot? Microbes are so small that 3,422,167 of them could fit on it. Down here it says, give or take a few million. Microbes live everywhere. In the air, in your intestines, on trumpets, in your socks, in Antarctica, at the bottom of the sea, underground, on elephants' knees, just over there, in your breakfast, inside this fish, on top of Mount Everest, and up Santa's nose. Wow, I think they're everywhere. Min lives in this book, and if you look really, really closely, now you see how the circle was this big, and then it got bigger. And then here we can just see the very edge of the circle. And here we can't see in the circle at all. We're way down deep in the middle of that circle. You can't even see the outside of it. You'd see her. I'm bored. This stuff right here, you see all this stuff right there? That is actually a picture of paper. Really, really close up. That's what this book looks like under a microscope. A very strong microscope. You can see the little teeny tiny pieces of fibers that make up the paper. And there's Min. Do you see how tiny she is now? She is so tiny. Let's take Min on an adventure. You see the circle on the next page? That's where Min lives. Touch the circle with your finger to pick her up. So, I'm going to touch the book. And if you have a tablet or something, maybe you could touch right there. And we're going to pick Min up. Oh, do you see her on there? I don't see anything on my finger. But I guess she's there. Let's turn the page and see. Huh. Min is now on your finger. And away we go. You see these little lines right here? Those are actually the little teeny tiny lines that are on your finger. It's called a fingerprint. And Min is right there in my fingerprint. Away we go. Where shall we take Min first? Min says, take me to your teeth. Okay, let's go. Open your mouth and carefully touch your front teeth with your finger. Okay, I'm going to do it right here on this book. Do it on my teeth. Okay. Now, let's look really, really closely. This is a photo of a tooth. Really, really close up. What a strange place teeth are when you look really, really closely. No wonder it's a good idea to brush them. And over here, like, whoa, this place is weird. I'm Min. What are you guys up to? I'm Ray. We're digging cavities. You want to help? Can I get some acid over here? Yuck. Can you smell toothpaste? Look at that guy. He's digging. He's got himself a little shovel and he's digging a hole right in your tooth. Hey, kid, brush your teeth less. and eat more candy. Those don't sound like helpful germs. Those sound like germs that probably don't want the best for your teeth. It's time for Men's next adventure. Touch your teeth to pick Men up. All right, touch tooth. And here we go. Looks like you've picked up Ray as well. Where shall we go next? Would you like to visit a shirt, Ray? Shirt! All right, let's explore your shirt. Put your finger on your shirt to send Men and Ray on a new adventure. Right, here's our shirt. Move it right there. Now let's look really, really closely. It's that green spaghetti stuff again. That was in the front of our book. This is a picture of fabric, a cloth that your shirt's made out of. Really, really close up. What a strange place shirts are when you look really, really closely. No wonder they need washing. And it says, I'm Men and this is Ray. We're on an adventure. Adventure! Nice to meet you. My name's Dennis. We're making this shirt smell. Ooh, gross. I found a clean patch. Dennis, there's some lovely filth down here. Can you give me a hand spreading this dirt around? What's a hand? I hope we don't get put in the wash for a few more days. Those are the germs that make your shirt smelly and dirty. Now it's time for Men and Ray's next adventure. Touch your shirt and let's pick them up. Okay. Let's see where we're going next. Dennis has come along for the ride, and we have time for one more trip. Where shall we go? Shall we visit a belly button, Dennis? What's a belly button? Okay, here we go. Put your finger in your belly button. Wiggle it around. Now let's look really, really closely. Ooh, what a strange place skin is when you look really, really closely. No wonder it gets itchy. This is a photo of skin really, really close up. Men says, hello, we're Men, Ray, and Dennis. This shirt is weird. I'm Ray. I'm Jake. Welcome. We don't get many visitors. Help yourselves to some delicious chunk of dead skin. I do enjoy a nice drink of sweat on a hot day. Did I tell you about the time that the soap got all the way in here? I don't like scary stories. And that right there is actually what your skin looks like, really, really close. Now put your finger back on your belly button and pick up Men and her friends. All right. That was fun. I'd like to go back to my book, please. Can we come? What's a book? Ray looks a little tired over there. Let's put Men and her friends back in the book. And there they are on your finger. Here's a good spot. There's plenty of room for everyone. All right, back in they go. Where will you take Men tomorrow? Wonder where she could go. What microbes really look like? Microbes are so small that nobody knew they even existed until microscopes were invented. They come in all sorts of odd shapes, but they don't have faces, feet, or hands, and they can't really talk. Sorry, Men. Men is an E. coli. That's me? What do you mean I don't have eyes or a mouth? E. coli live happily in your intestines, but they are very good at spreading, especially when you don't wash your hands too well. Ray is a streptococcus. I'm all bumpy. Streptococcus bacteria live in lots of places, including your mouth, eating sugar and letting out acid that can dissolve your teeth. Dennis is a fungus. Nice hairstyle. His real name is Aspergillus niger. You probably picked him up while you were playing outside. And Jake is a Corynebacterium. I wish I had legs in real life too. Corynebacterium live in lots of places, including your skin. And they're big fans of dirt. There you go. And these are the people that make this book. There's Aiden Ben Barak, Julian Frost, and Linnea Rundgren. Okay? Aiden wrote most of the words. He usually found inside libraries. He sometimes thinks quite loud thoughts. Julian drew the pictures. He likes comics and toast, and once animated a video called Dumb Ways to Die. And Linnea took the microscope photos. She uses complicated machines to look at very, very tiny things and extremely big things. And there are patterns everywhere. And right back to your shirt. So that's our book. Do not lick this book. I wouldn't want to lick this book because it's probably got lots of germs on it. And I don't want germs. Because germs are icky. And I have a picture paper right here that says, germs are ick. They will make you sick. And they're right. They will make you sick. So what we're going to do is we are going to practice holding our markers. And I'm going to use a purple marker. We've got our thumb and our finger. And they're doing our pinch. And it's sitting on our next finger. Okay? So we got 1, 2, 3 fingers touching the marker. All right? Now, we're going to start at the top of our letters. We always need to start near the top. And we're going to go around and down. And we're just going to follow our lines like a car on the road. G, E, R, M, S. Germs. Now, you can have your parent write this out for you, and then you can trace it. Germs are ick. They will make you sick. Well, in our book, we saw some lovely germs that were all different colors and shapes. And what do you think germs look like? There are all kinds of them. There was Ray. Remember, he was kind of bumpy. And he had some eyes and a smile. There's Ray. And then there was Min. Now remember Min? She was the E. coli. She was kind of long and thin like that. And she had her eyes and her nose and mouth and some little legs. And she's like, hi. She's waving at you. And then we had Dennis. Dennis was kind of an orange germ. And he had a couple of different, 3 or 4 different legs. And there's his head. There's Ray. Now those are friendly looking germs, aren't they? But germs aren't friendly, okay? They are out to make you sick, okay? So, some of the things that we need to do so we don't have Ray and Min and Dennis. And, oh, I forgot Jake. Jake, he was kind of a tall germ too. And he moved high at you too. Now, those are the funny germs. But germs aren't funny. Germs can make you very, very sick. And that's their job. They like to make you sick. So, what are some things that you can do that keep yourself from getting sick? Number 1, we're going to get rid of the germs. Get rid of germs. Get rid of the germs. How in the world do you get rid of germs? Well, the first thing you do is you need to wash your hands. So we're going to wash our hands. I'm going to wash hands. And you wash your hands, you can sing the happy birthday song. You sing it 2 times, okay? And that makes sure that you'll get rid of all the germs on your hands. And you got to remember a couple things too. When you wash your hands, you get your hands wet and you put some soap in your hand. Okay? Now you don't want soap all over your hand, just some right there in the middle. Okay? Then you wash your hands like this. You rub them together, and you got to remember to wash this side, and you got to wash this side. And then if you have rings, you got to kind of move your rings around. But you should take them off when you wash your hands. Okay? Then you take this hand and lay it over top of this hand, and you're going to wash between your fingers. You see that? You're getting right in there between your fingers. And then you have to do it to the other hand. Put your hand down in there and rub your fingers. Make sure you rub down in that little spot, because that's right in there. That right in there is where germs love it. They love to be between your fingers because that's where you forget to wash. Then you're going to take your fingers like this, and you're going to rub the middle of your hand on this side, and that's going to get rid of the germs. Gets rid of the germs on your fingertips, and gets rid of the germs right there. And that's when there's a little dip in there. And we're going to do this side. Okay, we're going to rub, 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 rub. And then there's one place that people always forget to wash. And you know what that is? Your thumbs. You got to wash your thumbs. We wash our hands like this a lot of times. Okay? But we forget to do this. And this is washing your thumb. You gotta wash that thumb. That thumb carries lots of germs. Alright? So, do we do them all? We wash the insides and our palms. We wash between our fingers. We wash our thumbs. And now that they're all wet and drippy and soapy, we gotta rinse them off. Don't put your hands in the sink. When the sink, all the stuff's in the bottom of your sink, you don't want to put your hands back in there, because that's where all the germs went, remember? Alright, so you're going to wash your hands real good, and then you're going to get a paper towel, and you're going to dry them really, really good. That's going to get rid of them. You're going to wash your hands. What is something else that we do can get rid of germs? Well, you need to remember that when you blow your nose, on a tissue. You're going to blow your nose on a tissue, and then the tissue goes in the trash. And once you blow your nose on the tissue, then you got to remember, you got to wash your hands again. Okay, well, something else you can do to get rid of your germs? You're never going to believe this one. It's so fun. It's a fun way to get rid of some germs. It's called take a bath. Take a bath, dude. Take a bath. Get in the water. Rub between your toes and rub your elbows and your knees. Make sure you get all the germs off it, especially when you've been outside playing and getting muddy. Okay? So, you're going to take your bath. You're going to use some soap. You can wash your hair. Do you think of any other ways that we can get rid of our germs? Washing our hands, blow your nose on tissue, make sure you throw it away. Take a bath. Oh, I know a good one. It's where, especially in the summer, germs love this. You know when you're like riding your bike or something and you get a boo-boo? Wash your boo-boos. Wash your boo-boos. And put on a Band-Aid. Wash your boo-boos and put on a Band-Aid. This is how we keep the germs out of our bodies. And there's a couple other things that we can do that are so simple that gets rid of all these germs. Cough into your elbow. And when you cough into your elbow, you remember where your elbow goes? Up over your mouth. Or when you got to sneeze. Achoo! Why do we do it in there? Why not just go... Oh no. All my germs went all over my hands. And now, what if I have to pick up my marker? Where are my germs at now? On my marker. Now, do you want to write with my marker if it's got all my germs on it? No. You don't want to do that. What if I have to sneeze? Achoo! No, not only do I have my germs, but might just happen to have some spit on my hands. Do you think I should get a hold of my glue stick? And get my glue stick and get it all germied up. And you want to play with my glue stick? Do you need some glue? I'll share. Am I just sharing my glue stick, or am I sharing something else? You're right. I'm sharing my germs too. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that at all. Because what if I actually do have a cold? Or a cough? Would you want to have those germs, or do you don't? Oh no. You don't want them, and I don't want to give them to you. So my best thing is that maybe I should wash my hands. I wash my hands, and if I don't have soap and water, I can put on hand sanitizer. I could use a baby wipe. If I don't have any soap, I could actually just use water, warm water. Warm water kills more germs than cold water. Germs do not like it. Okay? So our best thing to do is get rid of the germs the best way we know how. Washing those hands. Soap, warm water. And remember, if you don't give your germs to somebody else, you won't make anybody else sick. And we don't want you to make other people sick. It's not fun being sick. You know, especially when it's like the germs are everywhere. I mean, we could have nose germs that make our nose stuffy. We could have eye germs that make our eyes icky, and you get up in the morning and your eyes are all icky and scratchy, and sometimes they're even stuck together. We don't need that. And belly germs, oh, it makes your belly hurt. We don't need that. And there's even toe germs. Yeah. They like to live between your toes. So when you get in the bathtub, you gotta make sure you wash them out of there, because they'll make some stinky feet. Remember how Dennis was wanting to make the shirt stinky? They'll make your toes stinky too. And your shoes. So we gotta make sure that we just kill all those germs in with some good soap and water. Okay? Well, that's all the germ talk we're gonna have today. Because we're just not going to do it. We're just not going to share germs anymore. We're going to make sure we wash our hands, blow our nose with a tissue and throw it in the trash, and then wash our hands again. And take a bath. Put a Band-Aid on the boo-boo. Make sure you have your adult help clean your boo-boo. Okay? Because when you get a scratch or something like that, germs are like, woohoo! We're getting in! Because they like it. They really like to get in your body and make you sick. So, we're going to get rid of the germs. All right. Well, that's it for me. I hope you have fun, and I hope you learned a little bit about germs. I'll see you next time. Bye.